What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now before I start this video, I just wanted to say thank you to all the new subscribers who've actually subscribed. We're almost at 20k, and if you guys don't already know, we're going to be giving away 20 old school RuneScape bonds. So if you want that giveaway to come sooner, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Only takes a second, guys. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is looking at the top 5 free-to-play money-making methods for old school RuneScape. This is actually going to be my own personal list, just from personal experience playing the game. These methods are really consistent and for the most part should always be around in the game. I want to actually cut the intro short because I just want to get right into the money-making methods. Old school RuneScape Mobile is actually coming out October 30th, and if you guys don't know what this will mean, a lot of new players are going to be coming into the game. So let's get right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it helps some of you free-to-play players out. The first method I have on the list, guys, is merching / flipping. A lot of people hate to hear it, but flipping or merching, whatever you want to call it, is a very good way of making money. This is because it can be done while being completely offline or while you're doing other activities on the game. The concept is very simple. You are just going to buy an item at a lower price than you sell it at. Now, to some people, this is very hard to understand, but I will just show you guys a very quick example of how this actually works. Now, I'm actually going to use a website to help me in this method. This is GE Tracker. They're actually a partner of the channel. I'm going to leave a link in the description if you guys want access to this website. It's actually a very great tool for the Grand Exchange, and so there's actually a tab here called Flip Finder, and if I go to suggested items, it'll just show me a list of items that are very good to flip. I'm going to sort them in terms of which ones actually make the most profit. Now remember, we are playing free-to-play, so we're going to have to find a free-to-play item. We're going to be using the Black Plateleg's G as an example. As you guys can see, there is a margin of 20,000 GP, so if we do this correctly, we should be able to make 20,000 GP profit. So now we're just going to go to the game and type that in. Now we're just going to have to set a buying price. As you guys can see, the approximate offer price is 102k, which is the number we are going to buy it at, and we're going to try to sell it for 122k. So I'm just going to put it in for 104k just to see if we can scoop it a little faster. And now at this point, guys, it's all about just waiting, so you can either just log off the game or you can just go do another activity like skilling or PBM. There we go, boys. We finally bought them. Took around 5 minutes just because I sat here staring at my screen waiting for it to sell. So let's say we were logged off the game and now we can just come back on. Gonna try to sell it for 121.5k, and by the end of this we should have around a 17,000 GP profit. Alright, that actually only took like 2.5 minutes to do that. Boom, there you guys go. We started with 150k cash and now we have 167k. Merching is great because how much you make just scales with how much cash you have. If I could flip 8 plate legs at a time, that would be an easy 120k profit, and I could just completely be doing other things on the game. So it's just a very good way of passive income. If you guys want more information on flipping, there is a channel called OSRS Flipping. This guy's pretty much flipped everything on the game. I'm going to leave his channel in the description, so make sure you check him out. For method 2, we're going to be making blue dye. To start this, all you're going to need is a little bit of starting cash. I've decided to use 10,000 GP as an example, as it is an amount anyone can get for free at the Security of Stronghold. Head your way over to the Grand Exchange. You're going to buy an item called a woad leaf. Buy as many as you guys can. Make sure you have a couple of 100 GP left over though. As you guys can see, they buy instantly. Alright, I was able to buy 171, 359 GP left over. You will need some coins left over. I'll show you guys why in a second. You will need the leftover coins. Now you're going to make your way over to Draenor Village. The easiest way to get to Draenor is just teleporting to Lumbridge using your home teleport in your spellbook. And then from Lumbridge, you're just going to run east until you hit Draenor Village. Alright, once you are here, you're going to go into the house that has the potion symbol on it, and you are going to talk to Aggie. She will ask, what can I help you with? You will click the 4th option, can you make dyes for me? And you will say, can you make a blue dye? A blue dye will require 2 woad leaves and 5 coins. And then you will just say, okay, make me some dye please. And there you go, you just have to rinse and repeat those options. After you do a couple, you guys will be able to actually get these dyes pretty quickly, because you will just memorize where the options are, and holding spacebar gets you through the dialogue, just as a quick tip. Alright, so this is going to be the last one of the inventory. Now all you guys need to do is run back to the bank. and you can just bank them using the deposit box just like this. And now you're just going to go ahead and rinse and repeat the process. That inventory took around 4 minutes. I'll talk to you guys once I'm done all of these. We are finally done all 85. Remember that we started with 10,000. Now we're going to pop these into the GE. As you guys can see on GE Tracker, they are selling for up to 400 a piece. What I'm going to do, guys, is put them in for around 415 GP each. As you guys can see, they're already slowly selling off because people actually do need these. I'm just going to cut to when they're all finished selling. There you go, guys. We just about 3.5x'd what we started with because we did start with 10k, now we have 35k. This only took us around 15 minutes to make, which means that this is a great starter money making method, and it's around 100k plus per hour. So yeah, something not too common, not a lot of players know about. And yeah, you just got to be patient with selling them off. Let's move on to method 3. For method 3, this is another very easy method that can make over 100,000 GP per hour easily. It is filling buckets with water. As you guys can see, buckets are only 8 GP each. They actually crashed down all the way from 36 each to 8 GP a piece because there was an update that made them available in a shop, and a bucket of water can be sold for 45 GP each. And we're going to abuse this to the absolute max. We're going to start with 20k GP, and we're going to buy as many buckets as possible. Alright, so we can buy exactly 2,500 buckets, which means that we're going to be making a huge profit once we fill all of these guys up. Now, to fill them up, the process is very simple. You're going to come to Lumbridge and you are going to hop to world 371. Now be careful, don't run outside the front of the castle or else you could die because this is a player versus player area, although it is safe in the vicinity of the bank chest. As you guys notice, there are so many people doing this method already. There is a fountain literally right beside the bank, so you are just going to put all your buckets in one tab of your bank. If you guys want a quick tip, you can just go to the quantity option over here, select all, and now you just have to left click your buckets and you will withdraw absolutely all of them. Run over to the fountain, use your bucket on the fountain, and now it's just a waiting game. As you guys can see, they actually fill pretty fast. I'm pretty sure you can get over 2,000 buckets an hour if you are speedy with this method. So we're just going to do all 2,500 buckets. Should take around an hour and 15 minutes, and I'll get back to you guys once we're done. Alright, that took exactly as long as I expected. It was around an hour and 15 minutes. Of course, you're just going to sell them back to the Grand Exchange once you are done. Gonna put them in for 43 coins. That is what GE Tracker is telling me they are going to sell at, but sometimes you can actually get these for up to 45 coins, so if you have some patience, it actually might be worth waiting. And there we go, boys. We sold them all at 43 GP each. We got 107k. It's going to be a very consistent method because people always need buckets of water, and it is very easy if you need some starting cash, which is something you will need for the next method, so let's get on to that. As for method 4, we are going to be selling items to the Bandit duty-free general store located in 20 Wilderness approximately. Now for this method, you will need some starting cash. I'm going to use 150,000 GP. If you look closely at the wiki, it says that Noterazzo is a general store that is one of the 3 general stores that buy items at the high level alchemy cost, which means that we can buy an item off the Grand Exchange for cheaper than what we can sell it at this shop. What you're going to do is go to the GE with your X amount of cash, and you're going to buy a bunch of items with all the money you can. Now there are many items off the Grand Exchange that actually work. As you guys can see, I can buy a Steel 2H for approximately 430 GP, and the high alchemy value is 600, which is what the shop will buy it for. So if you're looking up items on GE Tracker, for example, you're going to want to find one that has a nice margin. I'm going to pick some of my personal favorite items, and I'll show you how the inventory will set up and then how we're going to sell it to the general store for some profit. Alright guys, once you have everything in your inventory, I just brought a Barrock teleport and some lobster just in case we do meet a PKer. You're going to want to run up to the Edgeville Wilderness Ditch. This is actually just north of the GE as well. Once you're here guys, you're going to want to cross the ditch. As you guys can see on the minimap, we're going to have to be running northwest until we do hit the bandit camp. We're going to start the timer and we're going to see how long it takes to sell everything. I'm going to show you guys how you're supposed to do it once we get there. Alright guys, once you're here, you're going to want to hop inside the general store building where you will see Noterazzo. And as you guys can see, a few people have already been doing this. The items that you choose to do don't really matter. As long as you can buy them on the GE for a smaller price than what you will sell them here at, you should be fine. Every single world you guys want to sell 5 of each item that you bought. The reason you sell 5 is because now the more items you try to sell to him, the less valuable they become, which is why every single world you want to hop and sell 5 of each item to the general store here, just so you can maximize your profit per hour. But yeah, I'm gonna do this, guys, and see how long it actually takes me to get rid of all this stuff, and we'll see how quickly we've profited. And there you guys have it. We've just sold everything for a 67k profit in 6 minutes and 3 seconds in free-to-play. Keep in mind, I'm probably not even using the best items because I just found out about this method recently, and yeah, there we go, guys. So this could easily be 400k plus an hour in free-to-play, which just blows my mind. Alright guys, the 5th and final method of this video is going to be player killing, also known as Pking for short. Free-to-play Pking has a special place in my heart. I think it is one of the best ways to make money in this game if you're very good at it. Of course, it does have a learning curve, so you could end up wasting a lot of money learning how to do it. I'm going to leave a Pking guide in the description for you guys for F2P. This was actually done by GameBoto4, and I think it's a very good guide to get new players started. If you guys want a Pking in free-to-play, the world currently is 371. Good fight, man. And there you go. It's really simple, guys. It's just one switch. It might take a little while to get used to it. 187k, almost 200k. That is just absolutely insane for free to play. Now you can always increase or decrease the risk, and if you build an account right for the job, PvP can actually be done at any level. Keep in mind you also do risk losing your stuff, but as you get better, you will see yourself actually making quite a lot of profit from PvP. Dead! Oh, boys, we got him. Hey, nice. Oh, he protected his chain body. Come on, dude. Whatever, boys. Another 70k PK right there, just like that. As you guys can see, within just like 25 minutes of PKing, we've managed to make 282.9k. I couldn't really find any more fights. It was kind of dying out. But yeah, that is the last and final method. It honestly does have the potential to make absolute bank if you do risk fighting. And that is going to conclude this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed. This is going to be the last and final part. I'm going to put all these free-to-play money-making videos in a playlist. So in case you guys missed the last 2 episodes, you guys can go out and check that. Remember, this was my personal top 5 list of what I think the best free-to-play money-making methods are today. They could change at any point in time with updates. So if you're watching this like 5 months down the line and some of these don't work, then that kind of sucks. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was more laid back and chill. Got a spicy creamer coming up, so I hope you guys stay tuned. And until next time, peace out and have a great day, guys.